What is going on, people? It's Matt from Liquid Loans, and in this video I've got a prominent member of the community who's got a very interesting strategy when it comes to the Liquid Loans protocol. He's become a bit of a celeb on social media recently, so with no further ado, let me introduce the infamous Haunted. Let's go. Hey man, thanks for coming on the channel. I've been really enjoying some of the videos you've been on.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, good to see you, man.
I love the community. I love what you do for the community. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's been
Thanks.
a busy ride, a long ride.
Crazy, yeah, crazy. I mean, it's kind of like it's felt like it's gone on for a long time, but in some ways it hasn't been a long ride at all. But you know, crypto
Yeah.
moves so fast, right? A month feels like a year sometimes.
Oh, you're telling me. I'm,
Well, listen, man, you've made a real buzz in the last month or so with your strategies, and today I'd love to break it down step by step and like really simplify it for someone like me, someone who wasn't the best at maths while growing up, but still needs to understand these amazing concepts that people like you have come up with. So let's jump straight
sure.
into it. I think you have some diagrams to show us.
Yeah.
So let's just pull one of these up. So what is this?
So this is the basic edition for the Haunted strategy.
Yeah.
Um, and we're just seems like a flow chart of what we're going to do and how it works, basically.
Mm.
So over here, we start with our pulse.
Yep.
We connect it to the Liquid Loans DApp to create a vault.
Yep.
And then when we go in the vault, what we do is we mint stablecoin of 10%, which is a ratio of 1,000% collateral, which I'll explain later on how to do that on the front end. So
Sure.
what we're doing is just whatever our value is, whether it was 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, we only take a loan of 10% of the value, which is 1,000% collateral. All
So a
right.
nice
And
high collateral ratio there.
yeah, so it could sustain a 98 point something percent dip
Wow.
before you get liquidated. So what you do with that, you go to PulseX, you use your USDL to buy more Pulse. Pretty much deposit that back into your vault
Yep.
and wait for Pulse to go up in value by 10%. So just an example, if the price is sitting at 10 cents, we wait until it goes up to 11 cents. Then we go back into our vault, 10% of your loan gains. So not another 10% loan. What you're doing is just bringing back your ratio of 1,000% back to, your collateral back down to 1,000%
Yep.
and do the whole process again. So go back to PulseX, deposit, buy some Pulse, deposit that Pulse into your vault, and then simply rinse and repeat. You just keep this process over and over and just growing your the Pulse that's sitting in your vault and compounding the price appreciation with the by gaining more Pulse.
And you're always staying at 1,000%. Is that correct?
Yes. So you never take a loan if you're lower than 1,000%.
Wow. Okay.
You always wait for the price of price appreciation. So just an example, say the 1,000% collateral you're sitting is now sitting at 1,200.
Yep.
You can simply just go to the front end, bring that collateral back down to 1,000%, whatever that loan amount is, buy more Pulse, put that into your vault, and you're done.
Wow.
So
And,
yeah,
and because you're so high, I guess, let's say the market doesn't move up for a bit, but it goes down, you're still fine because like you said, you could withstand, is it a 98% drop? Did you say?
90, yeah, it's a 98 point something percent to be exact.
Wow.
Yeah. So keep in mind that when you're putting your Pulse back into your vault, that 1,000% would automatically go up a little bit straight away. So
Mm.
the second you put that Pulse into your vault, you're automatically above 1,000%.
Mm. And on before you had a spreadsheet, I think you're going to bring it up in a sec, but you started with the minimum amount for a loan, which was
Oh,
it $2,000?
yes, correct. So I worked it off to roughly around the minimum. You can literally put in whatever you want, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000. But if you want to stay at 1,000% collateral, the
Mm.
minimum would be 20,000.
Okay.
Yeah. So my strategy is just based on the minimum. It technically you can put whatever you're comfortable doing the strategy with.
Wow.
If you're
I mean,
comfortable putting, 30,000, if you're comfortable putting 40,000, go for it. Like, it's what you're comfortable with doing the strategy with.
and also because you're so over collateralized, yeah, we do see big dips in crypto. I mean, it's very rare to see 98% drop on a, on a good asset, but
89%.
sorry,
Sorry. Did I say
89,
9 yet? 89, yeah.
89%
89%.
or
Yeah.
90% drop. But if you do, it
Yeah.
doesn't happen overnight. You're gonna
No,
see the market dropping, aren't you?
exactly. And also if you have some loan tokens sitting in the loan staking pool, you're going to be gaining stablecoin. You can
Mm,
pretty much either turn that into Pulse, put it back into your vault, or pay off some debt, whichever way you want to do it. And then your collateralized rate will actually just, or the drop for you to be liquidated will be much lower. So you have
wow.
plenty of time generally. You don't see a 90% dip in the native token of any blockchain dip 90% in like 2-3 days or
Mhm.
a week. It usually takes time for it to dip.
Yeah. Yeah, it's normally a waterfall, and the good thing about that is obviously you've got a heads up, so you can either pay back more or
Correct.
collateralize more. Yeah, great.
Correct.
This is really good, laid out step by step to see, start with the pulse in your wallet. Either you've got it from the sacrifice phase, or you got it from buying it from a DEX. Go over to
Correct.
liquidloans.io, connect to the DApp, mint yourself, and just going through it and seeing it like that laid out in this step by step. So thanks a lot for this. This is great. I think you've got another image that
I
you'd like to
will,
share.
yeah. So this is what the front end would look like.
Yeah.
And what I wanted to show is this is the most important part here. So it doesn't matter how much you have in your vault. It doesn't matter what you want to do. This is the percentage that you want to see. So every time you see the collateral
Mm,
going over 1,000%, you can take out a loan, mint
mm,
more stable coin, buy more pulse, put that back into your vault. So this is the main number you want to look for. This is the key number here.
mm.
The rest of it is personal, as in how much you want to take a loan, how much pulse you want to put into your vault, and so on. But this is the point where you want to keep looking back to, saying, okay, I'm sitting at 1,500%. I can take out a loan, mint more stable coin, and put that in my vault, and you're set. So as long as this is above 1,000%,
Yeah.
um, that's the main thing. That's what you want to look for. That's what you want to keep an eye on and
Yeah.
concentrate on. If it's ever lower than 1,000%, you just kick back and wait until you have until it's back above 1,000%. Unless you're playing the loan the dip,
Mm,
that's a different story. So some people are more comfortable learning the dip. There's actually a lot of people that are more comfortable learning the dip. So what they do there is they just where they believe the dip has ended and they think the price is going to go back up, they learn the dip and do the exact same strategy. Keep it at 1,000% collateral, and as the price goes back up to all-time high, they'll use this strategy, and then from there they let the guys that are buying the tops and doing the haunted strategy at the tops push the
mm.
price back up, or
Ah,
push the price, keep going. So some people like myself, I know a lot of people that are going to be doing both. They're going to be learning the dip and learning the tops. So they'll be pushing the price back up to the all-time high, and then go back to their original strategy and just push up the price.
okay. So just going back to your original strategy, if we're saying haunted strategy for dummies is pretty much come down here, look at your collateral ratio. If it's below 1,000%, do nothing and wait for it to go up. If it's over 1,000%, say 1,200 or 1,500, then we take out some more loan, go to Pulsex,
Correct.
buy more Pulse, and then deposit it back in to our vault.
Perfect. Correct. Yeah.
Oh, yes, that's nice and safe. And also, like you said before, I've heard you say in other videos, all that buying pressure on Pulse as well is going to push the price up.
Oh, yeah. That buying pressure is going to be amazing. The more people who do this, the more people who have confidence in doing the haunted strategy, you're going to see that buy pressure just grow over time. So, uh, yeah, I'll show you the numbers later. It's just even those numbers still shock me till today. as in how is this even possible? But it's possible.
Yeah. I mean, numbers don't lie.
Uh,
Maths doesn't lie, right?
yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see it laid out like this. And I mean, like I said, for people that don't even want to get into the weeds of the maths or the spreadsheets, just look at that collateral ratio on the front end. Are you below 1,000%? Okay, relax, do nothing, let the price come back up. Or are you over it? Okay, time to mint some stablecoin and go back to PulseX and buy some more
Correct.
Pulse and rinse and
Correct.
repeat.
That's
So
it.
yeah, let's have a look at that spreadsheet, and we'll still, we won't get overwhelmed with the numbers. We'll just have a look at it and see where it starts and where it starts to go.
So today I've just put 30,000 in there
Okay.
because that's just a number. It doesn't really mean it's just what someone is comfortable using.
Yep.
And pretty much, if you look here, for a 10% loan of a.
Can you zoom in at all a little bit so we can just see? Is that possible?
Is that better?
Or not really. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So our loan, total value locked. Can I move that? Yep. Value locked, which is the 30,000. This is our very first loan.
Yep.
We're taking a 10% loan, which is 3,000.
Yep.
That is our total loan so far. So 3,000 here.
Hmm.
We're buying that, putting it into our vault, which is now 33,000. We wait for the price to move up 10%.
Yep.
It could be 8%, it could be 15%. It's just whenever you're in front of your computer and you're able to do so. So it doesn't have to be exactly 10%, but this is just running the maths if you did it on every 10%. So now the price has gone up to 36,300 with a 10% move.
Yep.
We're able to buy $630 with that loan. We put that into our vault, which is 36,930. So you see that's growing pretty fast. So that 10% move that we've done, that we started off with 30,000, we're already at 36,000.
Sure.
Just from a 10% move. And I'll just do it one more time. The price has gone up 10%. We're now sitting at 40. Sorry, I have to zoom up and
Yeah.
We're now sitting at 40,000. We take out a loan, $432, and we put that into our vault. Now we're sitting at $41,055.
So,
And
yeah,
go for it.
Is that and that's the total value in the vault at the moment, 45,000 on that level?
41 for this one. The next one's 45.
Yeah.
Then it goes to 50.
Yeah.
And I'll just go to 100. Around 100x, 106x. Our total locked value at this point would be 5,777,000 at 100x, and that's starting from a $30,000 investment. And if you look here, it says 192x on your initial investment, but the price has only done 106x. So the price has only done 106x, but doing the strategy, I'm already up 192x on the haunted strategy. So it
nearly
does help.
nearly double what you would if you just held. Okay.
Correct. What I will do is I'll just show you the difference by some people who might want to take a 15% loan and they're happy and comfortable doing it with a 15% loan.
Yeah.
So just by doing that, at 106%, you're already up on your initial investment, 268x.
Wow.
Which is 150% over what you originally would have done.
Yeah.
And what's sitting in your vault is now 8 million.
Wow.
Oh, sorry. 8 million. So just playing around with these numbers, you choose what you're comfortable doing.
I mean, that's only 5% more, so it's not like you're going crazy there at all.
Correct. Yes. Correct. Basically, it's you just choose whatever your comfort level is. If you just want to go 11%, we'll look at the difference at 11%. 106. So if you use 11% at 106x, you've doubled your initial investment from just leaving it and doing nothing.
Wow.
and you'll be sitting at um, 6 million with 6 million in your vault.
Wow.
So yeah,
That's
just changing that number, simply 1% changes the whole thing. You do what's comfortable. You do what makes you happy. Yeah, it does. Like I'll just let so just watch this number here change where it sits there. I'll just change it. And you just see what happens when you change it to 11%. You're at 6 mil. Change that to 12%. You're sitting at 6.5. And then we'll go to like 16%. We're at 8.5 mil.
I mean,
So
16% is not a big jump, really, if you think about it. Still
yeah,
safe.
like that's it. What I personally would do would watch the market. I'll probably start off at the 10%, and if I feel comfortable that the price, the liquidity pools are growing in stablecoin, the the price is holding strong. I look at the first dip, the people who are loaning the dip. There's a lot of people doing that and holding the price. Then I'll feel more comfortable to change this around to like maybe 18%, and you'll see that you'll start growing from there a lot stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, what's good about this is everyone's in different times in their lives, right? Some people have got young kids, some people are single, some people are heading towards retirement. And what's great about liquid loans and this strategy is you can choose your risk level. You're not
correct,
forced into having to take a 10% or 20% or 30%. It's really up to you. And you can
correct.
really customize it for your level. And it's amazing just how a percent or two can move the numbers so drastically with the compounding effect over time.
Correct. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to change to the people that are doing this strategy to 2000 because there's been a lot of feedback and a lot of people want to do this strategy. I'll keep it roughly around 15%. And what I'm going to do, what I want to show is the reason why I did this was I wanted to know how much the total fees that are paying that loan staking pool.
Sure.
And
Sorry, before we go on, when
where
you say
that's
2000, sorry, before we go on, when you say 2000, you mean 2000 USD, starting it with 2000 USD?
no 2000 people doing the
2000
strategy.
people. Gotcha. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, the feedback is even being way more than that, but I'm trying to. I'll
Yeah.
just keep it at 2,000,
Be conservative for
and
now.
we're keeping it. Yeah, and I'm keeping it at 30,000. Some people, I know some people that are going to be doing it with 100,000
Sure.
and more. They're comfortable. They've liked the numbers and whatnot. And this is what I wanted to show was how many people would be. So how much would be going into the loan staking pool, and at 106x, if 2,000 people were doing this, that loan staking pool would have had a total of $11 million or almost $12 million going into that loan staking pool. This
Wow.
is not considering people taking loans to buy Hex, taking loans to buy Pulsex, taking loans just to put into the stability pool, loaning the dip. This is just based on the 2,000 people doing this strategy. At a 106x, we've got almost $12 million sitting in there already. That's total. And we just move up to 1,000x. We've got 170 million sitting in that pool, just
Wow.
from the 2,000 people doing this strategy.
Yeah.
And that's the whole reason because I thought a lot of people were underestimating what the loan staking pool would pay.
Sure.
And I wanted to run these numbers. If you look at the beginning, it's not paying much. At let's see, a 4x, it's only done 200,000. 270,000, 240,000. At a 10x, we've got, or let's go to 13x, we've got 1 million. But as time goes on, you'll see that that number grows. Total fees that have paid at a 5,331x is over $1 billion
Wow.
if 2,000 people were doing this strategy. So that loan staking pool will pay off really well. And that's at 15%. So I went on, some people may be doing 20%, some people may be doing 10%. And that's what the fees will be paid into the loan staking pool.
So, I mean, not only are a lot of people going to be using liquid loans to take a loan and reinvest, but just by holding the loan token in the staking pool,
Yes.
I think it's going over a lot of people's heads that you're also going to be getting those fees. You're going to be getting the
Correct.
pulse from redemptions, and you're going to be getting the USDL from people opening new loans, new vaults in the system.
Yes.
Wow. Well, it
And that's what,
moves exponentially, doesn't it?
yeah, that's it. It does really change a lot. It's just, yeah, the numbers don't lie. They're sitting there. And then you just got to make a choice on what you want to do with your funds. I can tell you what I might be doing, most likely be doing, using 50% of mine to buy the tops and 50% to loan the dips.
Mm.
So I'm trying to help the price go back up to all-time high, so I can go back to the original strategy.
Okay.
You need both.
Yeah.
You don't want to sit there and wait for everyone else to come in and buy and push up the price. You want to be a part of that as well. You want to learn the dip and fight the sell pressure. And I think once people have confidence in the strategy, or even if someone who wants to sell and then learn about this strategy, they'll be like, one, either using the strategy, or two, too scared to sell because they know that over time that this price might double, triple, quadruple,
Mm.
and they'll be too scared. Like I wouldn't sell. I wouldn't sell any pulse.
Mm.
And if I was a trader, I'll be scared to sell because I might sell to expecting a dip here, but the price
Mm.
just might go up and up, and then you're buying pulse back at a higher price. So traders might be scared to trade pulse. Yeah,
Well, this is your strategy. The haunted strategy is like diamond hands on steroids, isn't it?
yeah, that's it. That's it. We're literally locking pulse away forever. And the more
It's,
people who do this, the better it is for price appreciation. Less pulse on the market, um, uh, better price appreciation. It's like Hex. The
yep.
reason why Hex has done really well is that they've locked away the Hex,
Yep.
and there's only a portion of Hex that's sitting on the market for sale, and the
Yep.
price does runs up pretty well. The difference here is that we're buying pulse off the market, and we're creating a very good liquidity pool
Mm.
to handle any sell pressure and to handle our buy pressure. Um, and that's the difference here. So we'll see a thicker liquidity pool in Pulse than we did in Hex. And the drops that we saw in Hex probably won't even happen in Pulse. Like Hex dropped 50% in a week or so. I don't think you'll see that in Pulse. It will take a lot longer for it to drop because you've got that buy pressure and people learning the dip. And there are some people out there that want to learn the dip as the price goes down. So every
Mm.
time the price goes back 10%, they'll get a loan and buy some pulse. And if
Yeah.
it comes back 10% again, they'll take a loan and buy more pulse, and it will slow down the dip.
So wherever it goes, you buy more pulse, basically.
That's it. Yeah, there's going to be so many strategies out there on how to do it. Yeah, it's this chart is going to look amazing. It's not going to look normal. It's not going to look like any other normal chart. It's
Mm.
not going to care what Bitcoin is doing. It's not going to care what Ethereum is doing. It's going to do its own thing. And I
It's
think
very, very exciting.
liquid loans will be a very strong part of what Pulse does when the price goes up. That buy
Yeah, I
pressure.
mean, it's really interesting. I don't know if you saw Jex's latest video. He gave you a shout out in it.
Yeah, I did.
And
Yeah,
yeah, and he was talking about, basically it's over for DeFi because we're going to have our own ecosystem, and we've got the train tracks, which is Pulse. We've got the bank, which is liquid loans. We've got Hex, which is the savings account, and we've got PulseX, which is the exchange.
yeah,
And it's just rinse and repeating. And if you own a bit of that, you start owning a piece of the network. It's like owning a piece of the bank,
yeah,
owning a piece of the exchange, and you're getting the fees, and you're getting the price appreciation, and you're using liquid loans too. So it's
yeah.
super
That's it.
exciting. And it's great to see this strategy broken down so simply. I really appreciate it, man. So you know what? Let's finish this short and sweet video off back where we started. Just one more time. Let's go through that how to use Haunted, just so we,
Yeah.
really clarify it for people again. So if you just take us from the beginning.
All right. So we'll start with our pulse.
Yep.
From the pulse chain, we start there. Connect to liquid loans, the front end, the photo that we just saw here. We go here. We connect to the front
Yep.
end. I'll go back. Mint 10% of your value, which is
Yep.
1,000% collateral. So we look at that bottom part that shows 1,000%. We take it down to that 1,000%, mint some stable coin, go to PulseX, and buy Pulse with the stable coin, deposit that back into your vault, wait for a 10% move. It doesn't have to be 10%, keep that in mind. This is just if you want to stick to the routine.
Yep.
So yeah, you mint the stable coin, put it back into your vault, and you're done. Like, as in, you're pretty much finished. Rinse and repeat. It's
So
fairly simple.
sorry. So you mint the stable coin, take it to Pulsex, right? Buy some
Yeah,
more Pulse, and then put
Pulse,
it back into your vault. Got it. Yeah.
correct. The numbers make it a bit overwhelming, but
Sure.
it's a very simple strategy. It's
Yeah.
just mint stable coin, buy Pulse, put it in your vault,
Yeah.
and always look at that 1,000% collateral. Always look at that 1,000% collateral.
So let's go
And
back
so
to
you
the
know when to take a loan.
other image to show the people again. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the main thing that you want to look at. Collateral ratio is always sitting at 1,000%. Always do that, and you should be fine.
Yeah. So I mean, you don't even need to be, a maths wizard or a trading genius here. You're just looking at that number and saying, am I below it? Am I above it? And what am I going to do?
That's it.
And if you're below it, like you said, depending on what strategy you're using, you can just wait for it to go up. And whenever you're above it, you mint the amount of stable coin to get you back to 1,000% collateral ratio.
Correct. Correct. And what other strategies there are out there is, say you were doing 1,000% collateral to buy Pulse, but you wanted to take another 10%, which takes you to a 500% collateral,
Hmm.
and just put that into the stability pool. So that way you can earn loan token.
Hmm.
And now you've got a yield coming from 10% from Pulse to buy Pulse, and you've got 10% into the stability pool, which you're getting the loan token, and then you add that loan token into the staking pool, and
Yeah.
then you'll be collecting your own
Fees.
fees. If the price comes back and you think it's going to come back 40-50%, you can take that stable coin, pay off your loan, and you're back down to 1,000% collateral.
Amazing. Yeah, like you said in the spreadsheet about the amount of fees. I think a lot of people are sleeping on liquid loans because they're just thinking it's a borrowing and lending protocol, and there's more to it than that, right? You've got the stability
Yeah,
provider where you earn Pulse from those risky liquidated vaults, and obviously you're earning the loan token. You take that loan token, you put it in the loan staking pool, and then you're earning fees USDO on Pulse. So I've never seen this one before, and this is exciting that how fast this can ratchet up as well with the fees.
yeah. People have a psychological thing of a 10,000x, but with this strategy, it can just break right through and just keep going. And if you look at a 10,000x, a single person that was doing this strategy with $30,000 and they went for a 15% loan, they're taking out a $25 million loan here. And say you had 100 people or 2,000 people doing this strategy, that buy pressure is $51 billion. It's just going to break right through that 10%, 10,000x.
Yeah.
And you have done, just keep in mind, if you were doing this strategy at a 15%, you have done a 55,000x versus
Wow.
anyone who's just holding it liquid has done a 10,000x.
So yeah, I mean, just looking at those two columns, instead of being overwhelmed by all the numbers there, just look at the difference between holding and using the
That's it.
taking the loan and then going to buy more Pulse and rinse and repeat. I mean, that's mind-boggling. That's crazy.
And then from there, you can easily move 10% when you're buying. Because I actually went on to 1inch and I
Hmm.
went on to Ethereum and I said, you know what would happen if I bought $1 billion worth of Ethereum? And because it's an aggregator, it actually spreads all the buy pressure to all the dApps, all the
All the
exchanges,
dexes. Yeah.
all the dexes, sorry, and it did a 50% move. And then obviously there's going to be arbitrage against other blockchains and centralized exchanges, but it's going to be well over 10% by the time that finishes. So you
Hmm.
just buy portions at a time. You don't just go into the front end and go buy $28 million worth. You buy it at $100,000 at a time. You slowly buy and slowly buy. So that way the arbitrage bots fix everything up and you haven't got that big slippage, and you
Hmm.
slowly push up the price with your pulse.
Wow, it's great to just see, yeah, to see that the numbers, because it's obviously, people talk about and they theorize all the time about, oh, what's going to happen with this, what's going to happen with that. But when you see it mapped out here, and only, you're not using huge amounts at first, 10% or 15%, depending on your risk
That's
tolerance.
it. Yeah, that's it. It's
But as,
it's what you're comfortable doing. It's yeah, and once I turn around, I tell a lot of people that it actually starts at 10,000x. The fund starts at 10,000x, and yeah, the numbers just I'll put this down to 10%, right? 10%, because that's what most people are going to be doing.
yeah,
But the fund really starts, and see how that was 25 mil. 10% is 9 mil. So that's how much of a difference there is.
yeah.
In just changing that number.
Wow, that's insane.
It's
This could be
so
the
this
cure
is
for traders, because traders, they want to be doing something all the time, right? Well, this is kind of doing something, but not
that's it. I've
not
actually had a
exactly.
trader saying that. He goes, well, this I can just do this and forget about my trading. That I'll be making my money this way. It's better than trading. You're going to get better results, man. Like at a 10,000x, you've done a 55,000x. Like traders might, traders like to be risky and they might go 20%. All right, let's look at the number of that, because that's what traders are. Traders like to take risk.
Yeah,
What was 9%, 9 million at a 10,000% loan is now 69 mil at a 20% loan.
I mean, and you're still holding your asset. You're not risking like getting
Exactly.
liquidated every 5 minutes with leverage trading and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But yeah, that's enough. That's actually a good point that you just brought up there. A lot of people, you need to understand what liquid loans is. Leverage trading is you put $100 down, they give you $1,000. The price needs to come back 10%, you're liquidated. Where liquid loans is the opposite. You're putting down $1,000 and getting 100. It needs to drop 90% to get liquidated. So
Yeah.
this is the fun part for traders or people who like to use leverage. They'll be like, well, I'm not going to get liquidated. I can actually do exactly what I was doing before, use this strategy, and my gains are so much better.
Yeah.
And just
It's a no-brainer.
if you use 20%, look at your initial investment. Can you see that clearly?
20%. Yep. So initial
No, it's
investment.
100,000x out of 10,000x.
Wow.
So you've 10x what you could have gotten by
Yeah.
using. This is just for the traders, for people who love risk, right?
Yeah.
I'm not recommending this at all. I think 10% are for what you should be doing. Put that back. But I'm just showing you what's possible. Man, did you see that number change? Your loan amount. It's just, yeah, it's scary when you start changing things. Just
Yeah.
don't use this as a risk. If you want, have a bag. A small portion of your bag for a risk play.
Yeah.
But you use what you're comfortable using. Don't sit there and put your whole bag.
Sure.
And don't take any risks, because it's a lot of money. Like you're taking out $1 million loan, and a 10% move, you're taking out a $9 million loan. Do you really want to go risky, or do you
Yeah.
want to keep it safe?
So for you, you'd always stick with 10%, depending on, most of the time that would be your go-to 10%.
Yes, that's what I'll tell people. Yes. Personally, I might go 11 or 12%, something like that. But look, over time, I might turn around and say, well, this is holding up pretty well and it's holding up pretty strong. I think that 20% isn't a risk at all. But to start off, I'll start off 10%, but then change that to 20%, because I think that the price is holding up pretty well. The people who are loaning the dips are fairly strong, and so on and so forth. So what I'll do is always look at the market and then determine what is the best strategy from there.
Well, this is amazing. Well, before we boggle everyone's minds too much, I think this is a great way just to get people started. And I really appreciate you coming on, man. So thanks for showing us that basic strategy, going back to taking Pulse, putting it into your vault, minting stablecoin, buying more Pulse, and just rinse and repeating. And, also going to the front end of your vault and just looking at that collateral ratio and knowing where the number is and acting or not acting, depending on where it is. So I really appreciate that, man. Where can people find you or find out more about you?
I'm in the Telegram,
Yep.
Haunted.
In the
Uh,
Liquid Loans
you'll
Telegram,
always
right?
you'll always find me in the Liquid Loans Telegram. I'm also in the Magic Carpet Ride Telegram.
Sure. Yeah.
Asking people ask questions there as well, and it's going to be very interesting. We're also we're speaking with the people from the Magic Carpet Ride, and we're also maybe creating a pool for the for the sacrifice for the loan token.
Okay.
So they did really well. We're sitting pretty much over $1 million for PulseX, and we think we're going to do so much better for the loan token because a lot more people are interested in the loan token. So we're hoping to create a pool for that. Pretty much sacrifice as a group.
Fantastic, man. Well, listen, if you want to catch Haunted, either jump into the Liquid Loans Telegram group, links in the description, or the Magic Carpet Ride Telegram group. Thanks a lot for coming on, Haunted. I really appreciate your time, and it's been
Oh,
really good.
thank you for having me, man. Thank you very much. I couldn't wait for this. I was just I was itching. I thought it was a day early yesterday. I was just sitting there going, "Is it today? When is it? When is it?" Because we have two different time zones. So
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
in London. You're in Sydney. Literally nearly
yeah.
12 hours. But still, man, I was looking forward to this one. I wanted to see this simplified out. I think it's going to help a lot of people. So thanks again, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank
Take
you very
care.
much. Thank you.
So I hope you learned a lot from Haunted's take on using the Liquid Loans protocol. Just remember, nothing on this channel is financial advice and is only for entertainment and educational purposes. If you like the video, guys, do hit that subscribe button and that bell icon so you're notified every time we drop new videos and content on the channel. You can also share this video with someone who you think it might benefit, tap the like button and even drop a comment for the algo. It does help us out. Thanks for watching and I'll see you on the next one.